Yo, welcome to the Lewd Front podcast. It's me, your boy, your man, your dude, Shiro, once again, accompanied by, unfortunately, well, no, let's be nice now. Yours truly, Oiled.
Yep, as always.
It's him and our I want to find the correct set of words here. Very cold-voiced but majestic art style guest here, Mr. Cyynapse.
What's good, fam?
Is that how you legitimately say it? Is it Synapse?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Synapse, what's up? Welcome to the podcast, right?
Thank you for having me. This is my first time on a podcast.
Oh shit, we got it, Oiled. First time podcaster. Now let's
Hopefully
make it the last time.
Oh no.
let's make his experience so bad he's like, nah, no more. Right? No. Okay. So we have Synapse, who is an incredible artist. If you haven't heard, well, you should have. Incredible artist, and if I do say so myself, he does a lot of good tummy pics. Would that be a good genre for your art? Like tummy, like would it be counted as fat? But it's not really fat, you know. What would it be?
Like,
what would be?
I have developed. I just like thick bitches.
Yeah, thick.
I like girls with a little bit of chub, thick thighs. You know that. But I like abs too.
It's plump, curvy.
Not just
Plump.
the belly, but
plump.
the shredded cheese grater abs are great too. But I'm not as good at drawing them.
He's not like he does the plump chubby style, but not the inflation type beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's honestly incredibly amazing how he does it as well. I don't know if, you should have seen it. Anyway, since you're an artist, how long have you been like an actual artist, professional?
Since about 2016 or so. I started out when I was like a teenager. Then I kind of started out with like fan art, and then like a lot of people, as I grew older, I moved into not safe for work stuff. But I still do mostly safe for work. I would call it like pin-up style, but I would definitely include myself in the not safe for work artist sphere.
You do risque type of art style, right? Like it's not completely safe for work. It's not something I'd show at work, but it's not something that would get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Safe for life.
Safe for life. Yeah. Well, it all depends, I guess. But you started as a regular, I'm just gonna do art at 2016. Was there something that made you start? Like, was there like an influence? Was like, okay, I'm gonna start now. This is my go.
Let's see. So like, I don't think it's up anymore. But I first started posting. I was one of those kids. Wait, am I allowed to say that word?
We're gonna censor it. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Okay.
I think we have to censor. Just put our word
don't
there.
Don't fucking say it
I'll use
twice.
this
Right. Oiled. That's more job for you. All right.
Let's start over.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was one of those dumbasses who when they were a minor posted like not safe work stuff, which terrible idea. Don't do it. It's gonna fuck you up.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, oh, you should do that. You shouldn't do that. Because back in the day, Newgrounds, everyone did. No one knew. No one cared, really, right?
Yeah.
But
still though.
But if it was a public opinion, I would have said kids should not do that. But a lot of them did, and no one knew. No one cared. No one When I say no one cared, I mean they didn't know that was a minor, and they said, "Okay, who cares?" No.
Yeah, no one.
I mean, no one cared to
investigate
investigate the age.
No one actually went out of their way to find that stuff out, right?
Yeah. Nowadays, people are much more proactive, which is good.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing you got some backlash for it when people found out, right?
Yeah. Back to this story.
Actually,
no.
No one ever found out. I publicly just was like, yeah, I'm not gonna post stuff anymore, and I didn't draw any more of it until I was 18.
Any specific platform you use?
It was on like older accounts that I don't use anymore on like Twitter and other stuff, but I started over with a fresh start a couple years ago.
So 2016 Twitter, you posted your first image that then you were like, maybe I'm a minor, I shouldn't be doing this, and waited 2 extra years.
Yeah, I still drew.
You surely had the safer work.
I still drew like pinups and shit, but I was just like holding back. And then I turned 18, and then COVID happened.
Oh, okay.
Literally the day after my birthday too is when the lockdown started.
Okay, so it was in January. Oh, it's Feb now. So when did the lockdown happen in the US? January?
For me in my state, it started on March 9th of 2020, which was
March 9th,
I was born on March 8th. So
okay, yo, March gang, yo, what's up?
March gang.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so when COVID started, that's 2021. You started to post not safe for work, and not just spin-offs,
Yeah.
just in general commissions, right?
Yeah, I'd say around then.
And yeah, so all the accounts are off the grid, no names shared, I assume.
They're deleted. They're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I just felt like moving on.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. It's like I made this account when I was 16. I think it's time to let go and grow out,
Yeah.
But did you take commissions back then, 2016, and so on?
I did, but I was always kind of slow with commissions, so I didn't take a ton. It's only really nowadays that I've really started taking a lot more. And
when
it's
was
fun.
your first ever commission, if you do recall?
I think it was for my mom, honestly. I think I made her like an icon or something. I don't remember. And then
bro, W mom, bro, that's so cool.
Yeah,
She's
weird.
So
my mom's like 50 something and she's like a gamer.
Bro, that's cool though. That's cool. Don't call her weird. That's not nice.
No, she's not weird at all. My mom's awesome. Love my mom.
Love my dad too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Mom
anyway,
comes first. Sorry, Dad. And you. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah, commissions. I started doing those. I still do them today, of course, but I'm definitely not as much because of college.
Yeah. So 2016 first commission, and you kept going until this day, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you ever take a prolonged break from commissions or being an artist?
I can't remember specific. I don't really have specific times I can think of, but there's been periods of several months where I don't take commissions, or there's been a couple months where I don't draw.
Like you drawing your own thing is one thing. Just you being like, okay, I just want to take a break. This is me time. I don't want to be an artist. I don't want to be.
I get burnt out sometimes, and I mean, I'll still post like my dumb opinions and shit on Twitter, but like there's been months where I just like I'm like I don't want to draw, and I don't other than schoolwork. Do you have I'm just now.
A day job?
Sorry, go on. I do not have a day job.
Sorry. Okay. What was you saying? Sorry, my bad.
I don't remember. Fuck.
Okay. So no day job. So your commissions are good enough to go day-to-day basis?
Yeah, commissions and Patreon get me through.
Yeah. Okay, it's nice to have that when you're a college student, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's nice, but at the same time, if you have a job that's already set in stone, when you're working, but when you're an artist, it's nice that you have commissions that pay for you, but then you also have commitment.
Yeah. It is weird whenever you have to join like a Discord for a class or something and someone finds my Twitter.
Well, you're a college student now, right?
Yeah, most people are cool with it.
First year, second year?
Third year.
Third year, okay, bro.
Yeah, I turned 21 in a month. I'm gonna get shit-faced.
Oh shit. Next month, bro, he's done for. Careful.
But
lock that Twitter account.
You said most people do. Like some people have a problem with that, or
like one person was like, "Wow, you're drawing women kind of weird," and I was like, "You're." He was literally the only other guy in the class, and no one else cared. So I was like, "Okay."
He was white knighting out of for no reason. For no one. It was just being like you can't do that to women. Can't draw women like that.
Yeah. Whereas my mom and my parents are like, my mom will come into my room, see a sticker of like Ellie with her fat titties out, and will be like, I like her. bro. I might never ever meet your mom, but she's so nice, bro. What the hell? Yeah, my mom's awesome.
She's so cool, right? So you had your account go public. Your account is basically public to your IRLs, as they would say, right?
Yeah, I used to keep it separate, but I kind of gave up because it's just you can't do that anymore. It sucks, but
yeah, everything.
So my face is public out there somewhere. It's fine, whatever.
So have you ever gone an IRL that's like, okay, I know you know me, I get special treatment. Have you ever gone that? Give me a free pinup, give me a commission for free, or something like that.
I think any kid who draws will get asked at least like 15 million times. Yeah. It's like, hey, can you draw me? But other than that, I haven't really gotten any special treatment. Most people don't care.
Yeah, okay.
Which is how I like it.
Yeah, it's like I'm not some special character. I'm just an artist. One of you's one of us. So you had, you were completely open with your porn. Well, not porn, just art in general, because you don't really draw porn. It's not safe for work, but it's not really porn, right?
I mean, I'll draw some porn, but for the most part, I don't.
Yeah, but were you just open with your not safe for work content with your parents? That was, or did they like stumble upon it once and you were like, you know, cat's out of the bag. Here you go. This is me.
I don't know if they've seen the porn. They have seen like the pinups and stuff, and they don't care. So I assume they're fine with the porn.
Oh, so they just saw the pinups and they know about your account, like, or
yeah, they know about it and all that. I assume they know, but it's like we don't talk about it, but it's like they know.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's like they know, most likely. And if they don't, they don't. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because most artists. Do you still live with your parents, or do you live in a college dorm?
I live in a dorm. Although for the summers I live with my parents.
Okay. So did you not like when you were 16 and growing up 18 until you went to college? Was it not like an issue for you to try and hide it, or did you just not? Do you just thought they were cool enough with it?
I am blessed to be an only child, so I have a very easy time hiding things.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. There's no snitches. There's no snitches in vicinity.
No snitches alive to rat on me.
Yeah. Well, because I know a lot of artists who I wouldn't say were underage, but like around 17, 18, 19, who still live with their parents, who not necessarily not safe for work, just art, and people, and they would just hide it from their families. Like they think it's shameful.
There are some fucking people who act like you're like killing babies or something because you drew a boob. It's insane. And I think
have you ever had that?
My parents do not care. They're very supportive of it. Only people I get it from is like complete strangers I don't know.
The Twitter people?
Yeah, like Twitter people, or like that one guy in one of my classes. That's it, really.
Like, you evil miscreant boob artist. How can you sexualize female body online on Twitter?
Sometimes I'll get people in my mentions because I drew, because like my character Ellie has like kind of a chubby body type. Someone was like, wow, this is the future. And I'm like, yeah. And
I mean, this is current. It's not the future. This is Ellie. That's her, bro. What do you mean the future?
Well,
the future is now. The future looks pretty good then.
Speaking of Ellie, how she came to be?
Deadass. I was bored in lunch in like 2016 or so, and I just like was like, I want to draw a girl with big boobs, like a nerd girl with big boobs, and I drew her, and that's it. There's not much to it, but she used to be very skinny. I would call it the T body shape, but over the years, she just kind of got bigger.
Plumped up.
Plumped up. Yeah. Is Ellie the direct translation of your fetishes or / fantasies? Is she the
kinda
optimal?
There are multiple optimals. I say each of my female characters is peak in its own way. Okay. But she is one of them. Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. So as a character, Ellie, you made her all the way back in 2016, and she stuck with you. Do you have any scrapped characters?
I have quite a. I mean, the kind of the cowgirl Millie was a scrapped character until like a year ago when I brought her back.
You're like, okay, you know what? It's time for cow action.
Yeah, I have a bunch of scrapped characters from when I was younger, and as I'm wanting to eventually. I'll get more into that later because I know that we're going to the Q&A section, but eventually I like to bring back old characters and repurpose them for new stories.
Okay, and you're mainly an artist, you would say, right? Art, like drawing. But
I would say so.
There's an animation part that comes in as well.
There is. Unfortunately, I haven't really done any like major like sexy animation stuff. I'm still very much a student of that, but after college, I do plan to start releasing like shorts and stuff.
Wait, are you at what's your major in college then? Animation?
Yeah, animation.
Okay, that's dope. So you're actually getting into it.
Yeah, I can send you guys some of my stuff later if you want.
Like some animations.
My most iconic one is the Vine Sauce Joel Blue Shell Incident collab. I drew Luigi mourning over Mario getting shot in the face.
All right, I'm gonna have to see that later on. I'm gonna have to see that. Right. So before we go too far, because we're slightly going into the not safe for work side of stuff, right?
Sure.
We have a question here. I don't know if you're familiar with this question here on this podcast, right? I have this question that says ass or titties, right?
If I had to choose, see, I bounce between this a lot. I have to choose. I bounce between the two a lot. And on their own, I would say titties.
Oh.
I would say I'm a titty guy, but I certainly have an appreciation for ass.
Okay, what's your reasoning? Need an explanation?
Okay. My reasoning is that ass is on its own, an ass ain't much. Like you gotta have like hips to support the ass. You gotta have thick thighs to support the ass, or else you're gonna look weird. Whereas titties, like any size of titty, can look fine and look good.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't take a bite out of an ass if I could.
Every boobs is special. Every single boob is special.
But
boob
listen,
is cool.
What the hell? But listen, focus with me, right? So,
of course.
So you said there like it's a separate entity. I'm talking about a whole body. You have a whole body in front of you.
Ooh.
Because the last two pictures you sent us, right? The first picture is clearly about boobs.
Yeah.
And the second picture, you already know, right? The second picture is
like
there's
95% ass cheeks.
Yeah. So
I like both. I am. There's a reason all my characters have both.
Okay, but then you're limited to one now as a whole body, not a separate entity. There's no flying titties on the ground. Just a whole body.
A whole body. I would still say titties simply because they frame the form well.
Once again, I have lost.
But like, if a girl was flat and had a fat ass, I would still probably think she's hot.
Okay, good.
Flat is justice, but so is fat.
Yeah, it is a very fair point. I don't usually say titties. I'm more of an ass man, right? Because having a flat ass is just sad. But having small titties is just, there's no issue. I don't have any issues with that.
I agree with that, actually.
You see, that's why I say I'm more of an ass man. Because if you have a flat ass, that's depressing. You know what I'm saying?
I suppose, yeah.
Let's just stop here before, because if I go into
bullying small ass people.
Because if I go
the famous
deeply into asses, I don't stop. I'm a connoisseur. I do say so myself. And
we all are, aren't we?
We all are. I run a fucking porn podcast, or an artist. He is an artist. Yeah, we all are. Right. Let's go back towards the art side of things. What made you start? Because you said she started with a T figure hourglass. Would you say, right? Ellie, at least.
Yeah.
What made you start making her more chubby? Like what? Well, I wouldn't say chubby. I think chubby doesn't get it justice. Thick. What made you go towards the thick art style?
I was in a draw pile one time, and we were all like, "Hey, let's draw our characters thicker than normal." And I drew it, and I was like, "This feels right. This is it. I found it." And she's basically other than I've done more detail. Like I've made her more detailed. Other than that, her design has basically been the same since.
Okay, so same design, just give her more tummy, more meat on the bones.
Oh, and I made her boobs bigger, of course.
Of course, yeah. It scales up with the meat.
Yeah. Oh, and her ass too.
So you just you just amped up the slider and everything. We're like, I like that.
More.
And it worked. It's really good. And it's a notable character. It's not like any you'll see. It's like, I'm not sure which artist is that. It's like I see Ellie, I'm like, that's Synapse.
Yeah, she was never really intended to be my mascot either. Like I didn't design her to be like iconic or anything, but like everyone knows her as my character, which is really cool.
Yeah. No, once you get your brand, it's really fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And
the fun part is when I start doing like not safe work stuff, and everyone's like, "Hey, aren't you the boob guy?" But I'll be like, "Hell yeah, I am, bro."
Hell yeah, it's me, the boob guy with the booty. But please, safe for work type.
Yeah.
Please. Right. So, you said due to college, you've been reducing commission.
Yeah. Normally I do a lot more, but college makes me like. Not only am I able to take on, does it take me longer to do them? I also it takes me longer to work on one commission, but I also have way less time to work on them overall. So I'm taking like way less, and I'm, it usually takes me like a month or two to get a commission done. So I like to take them slow and be like, hey, this is going to take a while, all that stuff.
Yeah. But, so you reduce commissions. How much was your maximum in your prime time of commission?
In my prime time, I could do like 10, I'd take like 10 in a batch. Nowadays batches are like 3.
3 a month, would you say? Or 3 until completion?
3 until completion.
Okay, so 3 concurrent. This is done, I can take 1 more. This is done, I can take.
Yeah.
Okay. And since I'd say you got, since if it's been since 2016, you would have had a fair share of commission, like a good amount.
Yeah, I've done probably like 50 total.
50?
Yeah.
I would have
sure
expected more, really.
I would have too. I counted them only a couple months ago and I was surprised.
50. Well, is that
I want to do
counting
more.
one person? Is that counting one person who did multiple commissions? Is he counted once
no.
or multiple times?
Some people have done multiple, so it might
And
be
you've
more
counted
like
them
70.
multiple. Okay. So you were counting per like 50 guys, but not 50 commissions.
clients.
Okay,
Yeah.
50 clients. Okay, so it's probably more than 50, but it's still lower than what I expected. I thought you had more.
Yeah, you underestimate my grind set.
It's no, I mean, if it pays and you're having fun doing it, and they get their commissions when they get them, it's not like you're taking a fuck ton of commissions and then you take like a year on them, because that's not nice. It's not nice for the consumer.
I've done that once, and I'm never doing it again because I felt so bad. So yeah, guilt motivates
But
me.
if you have a valid reason, like I'd understand if, let's say I give you, here's $70, I want this thing done, whatever, and you legitimately have stuff going on, and you take about a year, I'd understand. But if you,
that's sort of how it went.
Yeah.
It still felt
But,
bad though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you did. It was a commission, right?
Yeah, the client was cool.
Hopefully
with
he
it, though.
did not. Hopefully he did not hold any grudges.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, right. Have you ever? I'd assume you've rejected commissions before.
Yeah, sometimes.
What's the weirdest thing you have rejected?
Ooh, I think there's a lot of them. I think it was like someone wanted scat porn of Ellie, and I was just like, no. And they're like, okay. That
Cat
was it,
of
really.
Ellie.
I've drawn weirder stuff. Like one time, someone had a fetish for, it's called wind face. You know, like when in like cartoons, when a character gets like wind blown in their face and it makes their cheeks fly back.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people find that hot. So I'll post it. It's not even like inappropriate. I'll post it in the chat. It's very funny.
Right. I don't know how. Like, how do you find that hot? It's like
I don't.
A cartoon thing.
I just thought it was funny.
Right.
I drew it though. It was
Okay.
like 2 years ago.
This was the commission.
Yeah.
You know what?
Who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? Other people's fetishes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
harmless.
you're and you want people blowing wind in your face. You can. Power to you, sir. But okay,
I mean,
so
it's a
that's
good
one of the. Yeah, it is a really good drawing, though. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like I thought it would have been more, detailed inner mouth gore. Well, not gore, but like inner mouth fucking details, fucking lips and whatnot.
That's the drawback when you commission someone to draw a fetish that they aren't into. It's like when a foot fetish artist draws feet, like you can see the individual pores and wrinkles.
Yeah,
Whereas when I draw feet, they're just like little cubes.
Like, yeah, he's a feet guy. Like, you could realize that this artist is a feet guy easily.
Yeah, which I mean, hey, not my cup of tea, but not as bad.
So,
Wind
okay.
face is much less degenerate than feet.
Then what's the weirdest commission you've taken other than wind face?
Oh, that one. Oh,
Like something like plain out weird, but you were like, because wind face. Looking at the image, it's not as weird as I thought it would have been.
honestly, this one probably is the weirdest thing I don't take a lot of weird commissions.
Yeah, you'd rather say, "Me, this is not for me."
Yeah.
Wind face, and it was in 2016. Any latest commissions like other than the scat one that was like, "No, ew, stay away from me." You ever had diaper? Someone commissioned you for diapers?
Surprisingly not.
Or like anything. I wouldn't say furry because furries are they're the money bringers. If you wanna
Yeah.
make money,
I do
go
a little bit
fucking-
of furry. I'm not good at it yet, so I don't really advertise it in commissions, but like I can do it. It's just I'm still learning the craft.
It is one hell of a money making craft.
Yeah.
Because they all share together. Kudos to them for having so much money. I don't know how. Anyway,
I just
Every time a furry fucking commissions me, I'm like, yep, I'm done for this month. I'm covered.
that's
Yeah,
how
furries
oil
are-
survives. No, I don't know. They're balling at least. At least they're balling, right? Yeah. So let's reel back So you said something about fetishes just now. They're like feet, drawing, stomachs, drawing lips and whatnot. Everyone has their niche, right?
Yeah.
What's yours? What's your go-to fetish? Like, this is mine. Is it the stomach? Is it the chub?
I'd say it's the chub.
It's not like what people recognize you for. It's what you prefer.
I'd still say the chub, bro. That whole
chub.
area, not just the tummy, but like the hips, the thighs, like the upper, like the under boob area, that entire like lower torso area, upper leg area.
Yeah.
Is the gates of heaven.
The midriff torso up until the little saggy belly.
Yeah.
Okay. So like the
MILF proportions.
The MILF fucking meat, the meat section.
Yeah.
All right.
The meat section of the grocery store.
Yeah, the meat section. That's old beef. Right. So we continue on with this on hentai. Do you read hentai? Are you a doujin guy?
I read some. It is, as with any kind of porn, it is extremely hard to find good things. I'm very picky.
Well, yeah, that is correct. Well, what would be your go-to search categories for your tags per se?
Or a specific artist that you go for.
I don't have any
an
specific artists. Like honestly, the main way I consume that kind of thing is through my mutuals on Twitter. If I follow you, it's because the stuff you draw is hot. Like that is my preferred way to consume things. But like in terms of like doujins and like actual hentai, like big titties, milfs, especially married women, like net or rare, as long as it isn't like weird and like kind of depressing, I'll like it. Maybe. Bro, fucking like bimbos are great. Girls with an IQ equivalent to her cup size, beautiful.
Okay. Right.
I like porn that has a plot, like not necessarily the plot that gets in the way, but like where it adds to it. And actually, like the best kind of porn is where I get invested and I'm like, oh, this is awesome, and then I forget it's porn, and then a porn scene comes up and I'm like, oh shit, yes.
Okay. I've read a couple of those. It's really hard to find those, the good version of those, but some of them are fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one of the first doujins I ever read was Emergence. So like every other one just kind of seems lame in comparison. I didn't like it, but it did introduce me to JoJo.
Okay, yeah. That's one way. That's one way.
The I'm gonna save that girl where Josuke feels her.
Yeah. We've all seen it by now. Yeah. So that introduced you to JoJo? That was it?
Yes.
That's one way.
I tried watching it in like 2015 when I was in like freshman year or like 8th grade. Yeah. And I bounced off of it first time, but I watched it again in like 2017, 2018 or so, and I'm a fan.
Yeah. From a fucking an Emergence fucking fan-made meme at the end, you became a JoJo fan.
No, that's one hell of a leap from Emergence to JoJo.
Hey man, if you've seen that panel, it's really good. It's a really good panel. It's very inspiring.
Do you remember the last doujin that you read?
Oh shit. No.
Sure.
It was. I can tell you. I can describe it. I don't know if it'll be appropriate.
All right, go on. Don't worry about it.
It was some MILF character with thick eyebrows. She becomes like these two like old Japanese businessmen or something. And it's not even like that weird. It's like she becomes like wears like a cow outfit, and that's all I remember.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about. The artist is called Rocket Monkey.
Of course.
Yeah, that guy.
The artist is called Rocket Monkey. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, very, very talented.
Yeah, They definitely. Yeah. Go ahead about the artist.
I don't have anything else to say. I forgot.
No. The artist, he draws a lot of NTR, which I fucking hate.
Oh,
I'm just not a fan of it. But
that's fair.
I am forced to read them because the art is so incredibly good.
Yeah.
The best artists go draw fucking cuck porn, the fucking NTR. But I will never
draw cuck porn. I will draw NTR. I will never draw cuck porn.
You see, I have a parameter for it though. I have a parameter. It's like it depends on how depressing it is. If it's extremely fucking sad and it's from the POV of the husband, I do not read that.
I'm the same way. I do NTR like on my not safe work. I've drawn NTR, but I pretty much never draw the guy getting cucked. Like he's either
yeah.
oblivious or he's like into it, and he's like, yes.
I like moral degeneration on females or degradation, however you want to say it.
Yeah,
like,
as long as everyone's having fun, it's great.
Yeah. Like the NTR porn that starts with a rape. I just don't like those. I feel like it's forced. It's too forced, you know?
Yeah, like a little bit of stuff, like a little bit of like, you know, I like a little bit of hardcore stuff, but if the girl's not having fun, bro, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's
No.
like, how am I
a little
supposed
bit
to?
of hardcore is good. Yeah, a little
the
bit
whole
of
point
hardcore,
is-
but
The more I listen to this conversation, the more like, that's a lot of stuff that I have to censor in the post. But I carry on.
Sorry, okay, let's move on.
Nah, don't worry about it. Just carry on.
No,
Just leave it in as one giant bleep.
Shiro, what's the last doujin that you read?
last doujin that I've read, it was a MILF one, a really good MILF one. But the only downside to it was incest.
Oh.
But it wasn't really that bad, like because before checking the tags, I didn't know it was incest, and the incest doesn't happen until 100 chapters in, prior to fucking his own mom.
My question is, why
He
does a
fucked
doujin have over 100 chapters though?
Because he fucked all 4 of her friends beforehand, and it had some sort of story, you know, to an extent. That's the one. It was called Cooking Paco, the name. It's one of my favorite doujins after reading it like a couple of times.
That's a long.
It's just the art style is.
doujin though.
It's 132 chapters. It's really good though.
The Game of Thrones of hentai.
No. There's been longer. I've read something longer.
God.
I've read longer doujins. Don't worry about it. But no, it's like it's if I do say so myself, similar to your art style. Not exactly. Hold on. Well, not art
Send it to
style,
me.
but how chubby women are drawn. I would say.
Send that shit to me, brother.
Hold up. I'll send you
Hell yeah.
some panels. I'll put them in the group chat right now. Oil, you can look away. I know you hate chubby people.
No, I do like chubby people.
Oh, sorry, you have
don't spread misinformation.
Yeah, you have it censored, I believe. Anyway, we can move on. I'll send you the stuff I have opened.
Hear me, I do.
I believe I have to. Well, that's for hentai. Oil, what's the last thing you've read then, huh? Go ahead.
I'm gonna censor that, but it was, the artist.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And do you possibly know the character?
Yeah, the part 3?
Yes, part 3.
Okay.
Listen,
Just censor all of that.
my excuse is I really like the art.
Okay. Yeah, just censor all of that. Yeah, so this is his art style. This is the Otochichi. That's his name. Unfortunately, the rest of his art is usually Shota. Little kids.
No, there's all
Little
the
kids.
monkey's paw curls.
Yeah, it's little kid.
Okay, definitely censoring that.
Yeah, that's his art style, unfortunately, which really pisses me off because look how he draws women, right?
Yeah, bro, give that woman a man and not like a fetus.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
another
That's
woman.
what I'm saying.
That works too.
Or another woman. Yeah, I'll take that
yeah.
over anything. Anyway,
I will say about hentai, I don't watch a lot of anime, but I have finally caught up with My Hero, so expect to see a shit ton of that. I'll probably be drawing a bunch of My Hero porn.
I haven't watched the last few seasons, but a lot of people say that the whole series fell off hard.
I can't really comment on that. I only watched the first 2 seasons back when it came out, and I only caught up last week. I think it gets better. Season 3 is fucking awesome.
I've read the manga, so there's always someone who's gonna tell you, hey, that fell off. That doesn't matter though. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Just fuck people.
Yeah,
At least that's what I believe.
Mount Lady can mount me.
Mount Lady Midnight. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So you're not an anime man. You're not strictly. You're not a hentai man strictly either, right?
I would call myself a jack of all trades.
Okay. What's your main consumption of not safe for work other than Twitter randomly browsing? Do you watch porn, 3D porn? Let's say. Do you watch
Real people or like SFM stuff?
No, real people. 3D IRL.
I like watching. I'll watch like some amateur porn, but like I can't stand like professional stuff.
Yeah.
Like if it's made by a company, I will. I don't know. I don't know if it's like my hot-blooded like anti-corporateness or something, but like I don't know. If that shit ain't recorded on an Android, my dick is a noodle.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look, they have a title. Anti-corporate fucking.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just if it has bad video quality, it's usually like better.
It is usually. If it's like some shitty ass webcam, it's probably the best porn you're about to see.
If it's recorded on a PlayStation iToy, you're gonna remember it for the rest of your life.
What did he say?
So it feels more real.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. Because the professionally shot stuff is just it's acting. It's their profession.
Yeah.
It's
not to say that amateur porn
do.
isn't acting too, but like usually the person they're recording with is like their actual like significant other or like partner or something. So you could pick up on some actual like connection there.
Yeah. It's like there's intimacy to it to an extent.
Yeah.
Anywho, so but that still doesn't tell me what's your main go-to for being your meat. What do you go to? What's your direct source? Let's say.
My girlfriend. But other than that, like. Other than that, probably Twitter, and then other than that, probably like X videos, like BBW, like amateur stuff, which is only. And I'm like one of those people who like I will sit on like a porn site for like 30 minutes, like opening a bunch of tabs, and I'll like go through them. And it's like no, yes, no. Like,
So I thought I don't really talk that deeply with people about it, but when I go into a website, let's say X videos, and I look up a tag, let's say POG, PBW, whatever. And I'm like,
favorites.
Okay, this video looks just from the from the logo, from the icon, like okay, middle mouse click, that's a tab, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs. Then I cycle through those tabs, like this is a good video, this is not a good video, I delete that. Good video, keep it, delete that, keep. Then I end up with 3 videos. Then I decide which one I'll use today.
Yeah, it's a weird ritual.
Do other people do this? Because I don't know.
I do that every single time.
I kind of have a similar process. I just look at thumbnails, and if the thumbnail ain't looking good, I'm not opening it.
Yeah, usually I'll open it and like click to a middle part of the video, and if like and I'll like get a vibe for it, like this is worthy, and I'll start over.
Yeah, skip. Okay, this looks good. Okay, then I guess so. It's not just me. It's something people do.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's dope. I just needed to know that. I wanted to know I'm not the only one.
You are not alone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I needed that.
Do we want to move to the Q&A?
Yeah.
We'll be taking a quick break.
Sure.
A quick break, like a 5-minute break.
Yeah, 5-minute break. But before we go, give us a transition song, royalty free.
I don't know. Minecraft, Pig Step. Is that royalty free?
Let's check.
I'll check.
It's that one Minecraft song with the fuck that goes hard as fuck.
Pig Step is the new one, I believe, right?
Yeah, relatively. I haven't played the most recent Minecraft version.
Unfortunately,
I played is 1.16.
Unfortunately, all of the Minecraft songs are copyrighted.
Fuck. Copyright
Something
free.
else.
I don't know, man.
We already got demonetized by Ram Ranch the last time, so.
Yeah, Ram Ranch demonetized us. Right, so
it is like Zelda music copyrighted.
That's Nintendo.
Of course
it's not.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it's Nintendo. Of course it is. Fuck, I don't know, man. You guys pick. I have no musical taste.
All right, sure, pick quick.
Fuck. I had something matching. I don't know. Every time we had the guest pick, like last time we had
Ram Ranch, yes, and then we got fucking copyrighted.
Ram Ranch. We got copyrighted. Then we had Zai. What did Zai? No, Zai we picked. We did it for Zai.
You know, I'll fucking pick this time. I'm gonna piss myself. I'll be back in a second.
Zai, okay, before Zai, we had an orchestra. Someone fucking said, yeah, just put a fucking medieval orchestra. That's good.
Wait, I got it. Do Mongolian throat singing.
Mongolian throat singing? Is that?
Yeah.
All right, deal. We'll be right back. Oh.
Deal.
I do too. I'll be right back.
Right. Yo, what's up? Welcome back. We just we got our 2 seconds break. That's how it is. How long is the audio clip? 5 seconds of Mongolian. 5-second break.
Yes.
Right. And we will proceed with the Twitter questions, Mr. Sai. Unless you have something you wanna put out there first before we go.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, ready as you can be. Right. You have the first question by ZA all capital. So I'm just gonna say Zatiroko. Right. Zatiroko. He says, have you something on works or want to do something big on the future? Animation, comic, etc.
Yeah. I can't say too much because it's still very early, but I am working on sort of a science fiction story. Originally it was going to be like an animated short. I will probably release it as like a webcomic probably next year. So look forward to that. That'll be exciting. As for other things I want to do in the future, I want to do more like animated stuff for Patreon. So I eventually aim to open up like polls or something and let people vote on that. And I don't know whose cheeks they want to see getting clapped.
Yeah, nice, bro. The polls for sex, the best one.
Yeah, the sex polls.
Thank you. Thank you, Zatiroko or ZA-Tiroko. Thank you for the question. And since you brought up comics, webcomics, do you often read comics?
I read them sometimes. I'm very busy. I don't have a lot of time to read or to like watch TV and stuff. But
as in
I have read, yes.
artist webcomics like Alfie by In Case, if you're familiar.
I'm not, no.
It's like In Case, if you know the artist, like Xenomorph, usually Fuda female artist. He does a lot of stuff. He has a really big comic called Alfie. Anywho,
cool.
Let's go to the next question.
I'll check this guy out.
Thank you again, Zatiroko. Next question by Jester Hunter. Jester being GSTE, or Jester Hunter. Are you content with your art style as of right now?
Not really. I mean, I like it. My main thing is I really want to get better at drawing different face shapes. So far, I think I can draw like 2 shapes. I can draw a cute girl face and like a tired looking guy face. And while those are fun, I want to branch out a bit more. So that's sort of, and that stuff will just happen over time as I improve. So yeah.
It's typically the better you are at drawing bodies, the worse you are at drawing faces and or hands.
Yeah, I'm still not good at hands.
I've noticed that. I've met a lot of artists. I've said a lot with a lot of them. The better you are at a body, the worse you are at face and or hand.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we have in common with AI. We both suck at hands.
Right. Thank you, Jester Hunter. But I think that question is more like I think that's a staple question because not a single artist is happy with their own art, I feel.
Yeah.
Like everyone is striving for better.
Sure.
Thank you again, Jester.
Thank you.
Next question, and surprisingly, we only have 3 questions this time.
Not that surprising. Quality over quantity.
Yes, sir. And this is quite a good question here by I'm still _H3R3. I don't know if that means anything. I'm still here. Okay, mom. Okay, I had a stroke for a second.
You're actually at MS.
I'm still here with the E's being 3s, right? I have tried to get into art multiple times, but I never seem to have enough patience to just sit down and learn to do anything beyond basic landscape. Do you have any recommendations for how to solve this? Or am I doomed to never be able to draw Ellie?
That's a good question. So I only really started seriously drawing about like 10 years ago, like other than doodles. And I would say the biggest thing is honestly just look up tutorials. Just look up like basic like anatomy tutorials on YouTube. Don't worry about if what you're drawing looks good. Just try and follow along and try and like internalize the information. Each day maybe focus on a different part. Like maybe one day focus on the face, then another day say, okay, I'm gonna try and learn how to draw the torso and then the legs and then the arms. And after putting it off for like 2 years, you'll finally sit down and be like, okay, let's learn hands. That's how it works for me, but it works differently for everyone else. That's about it, I guess.
How long would you say you were patient while learning how to draw, or as you started to draw, did you have patience while doing that, or did you like try to rush through it.
I've always been kind of slow at drawing, so I've always taken slow and steady. I don't really rush. But you know, if you're the kind of person who can learn things quickly and pick them up quickly, then go for it. But if you don't have enough patience focus on smaller things like little doodles, just saying, hey, I'm gonna get a pencil and I'm just gonna sketch out a head that doesn't look like shit and do it and be like, cool, that's a step.
You know, people say slow steady wins the race, but if you can challenge yourself to speedrun it, I think you should.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're wanting to get into animation, learning to be able to draw quickly is important for that. That's still something I struggle with. So, I mean, today, nowadays I time myself, like on line art. I was like, okay, I'm not going to take more than 2 hours on the line art, and I don't think it's a faulty thing to take time on something. Yeah, no, it isn't. It's just as an animator, I want to, you got to put out, certain number of drawings every day. So if you're not working in animation, yeah,
if you're not into animations and you don't do commissions, I think you should just do it at your own pace, whatever, right?
For sure.
And there's not a single artist that I've seen that has started drawing, let's say 10 years ago, and they have not improved in those 10 years.
Yeah. One way to improve is look at artists you like. And obviously don't post this anywhere or like use it to like draw something, but like trace over it, like try and trace out the forms of the anatomy and see how it interlinks and see how they draw the proportions and all that. And then on a blank piece of paper or canvas or whatever, try to redraw what you traced by hand, freestyle with the reference. And I think that's a good way to sort of get a feel for how other people do things, and then you can sit down and draw it yourself your own way.
So as the saying goes, fake it till you make it. Just don't post it online. Just keep it to yourself. Yeah. don't be that guy.
Then once you make it, you can post it.
Yeah, then you can post the one you did not trace but did originally, right, by your own hands. Yeah. Or you can post the trace as well and say thank you for helping me. I use this as reference.
Yeah, or you can credit them. That works too.
Yeah, it's always fun. The interactions between artists. If it's not fighting, just very seldom that happens. Anyway, thank you, Mr. I'm still _ here. That was a loaded question to an extent, It
was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Thank you, sir. Well, that is the questions we have, but I want to know who you want to give a shout out to before we even start any form of closing on the podcast. I need you out of the blue. Give me 5 names. Shout out. Go. Sai.
Shout out to Leon and your mom, my wonderful partner. She's awesome. Shout out to give me a second.
Fucking.
Shout out to my boy Connor. He's my friend from Australia. He's cool. If you're watching this, I love you. Let's see. Trying to think of friends I have. Shout out to Krakow for going an entire month without drawing anything straight. It's probably not true.
It's not far off. Not that far off from
the food. Was that 3 people?
Yeah.
Find more.
2 more.
Shout out to my boy, the new Joe Dio.
Right.
His name is Joe Dio. It's so funny.
Right.
Shout out to the artist Zephyr Gales. They've been helping me get better at drawing bimbos. So thanks for that.
Hell yeah, Zephyr.
And last of all, shout out to shout out to my mom for being awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, shout out to his mom. +1.
Hell yeah.
It's an upvote for me. I don't even use Reddit, but that's an upvote for me. Right.
That is an Reddit. I don't use Reddit either. I don't know what it's called.
Right.
An upReddit.
An upReddit. Here you go, sir. Right. That pretty much concludes our episodes. Do you have anything you want to say out loud for anyone, Mr. Cyynapse? Do you have a message you want to convey?
Yeah, I'm a guy. Stop asking me for pictures of my boobs in my DMs, please.
I mean, man boobs they exist.
True. Yeah, but I'm like 5'7", like 140 pounds. I look like a skeleton. I don't got titties.
Yeah, he's a shy boy. Stop asking.
Yeah, no titty pics from Synapse. Very unfortunate. It's okay, we have them in DMs. Don't worry about it. This is not real.
Sure, start closing.
Not fact.
Before it gets weird, start closing.
Right. Thank you for listening, and most importantly, thank you for being here, Synapse. I really hope you had fun in this podcast.
I did. I was nervous at first. I've never been on a podcast, as I said, but you guys made me feel right at home, and the time flew by. Thank you.
We just talk, really. It's more, we say it's a podcast, but it's more of a let's chill and talk instead of, hey, I'm interviewing you politically. Like, tell me your social security number and where do you live? Taking votes.
Yeah, we're no Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Right.
No
That
bionicle
doesn't
lore
matter.
here.
No, but what? Bionicle lore is good.
True.
All right, let's just stop here before we go too deep to bionicle lore. Right. Thank you, Synapse,
Yeah.
once again. Thank you for listening, and shout out to his mom.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much
Hell
for
yeah.
having me.
No problem, bro. Okay,
Right.
bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Right, ciao.
Goodbye.